What's up, guys? This is Cameron Productions, and I'm here with Daralproductionstudios. Daralproductionstudios, say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a analysis video on the Star Wars trailer. Now, hopefully, I haven't seen any of the. Well, not hopefully. I haven't seen any spoilers for the trailer. Have you?
I watched a couple analysis videos on it, but other than that, I have not.
Alright. So, we're trying not to spoil anything for the movie. So let's just go right into the trailer. So at the beginning, we have this guy who looks like a runaway stormtrooper, is what I'm thinking to believe. And I believe this planet is on Tatooine. Looks like it, or I don't know, some other planet. And it looks like he's gonna be a new character, like a main character, like kind of like what Luke was, like where he was brought in, like right away in the movie. And he's gonna be like a really important rebel, I think. What's your thoughts on him?
I agree with what you just said. I think he's going to be a pretty important character.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright, so the next scene, it's the soccer ball droid. I don't even know what it is. I think I guess it's like an updated version of an astromech. But if you think about it, there's no way that that droid can move like it did, because all the wiring has to go down to the center, and it has to connect the droid. It's just, I don't even think that's possible for that to do that. That just bothers me. What's your thoughts on that one?
It doesn't really bother me because I just think, you know what, let it happen.
Yeah. We're ignoring enough physical science in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even real, so who cares, you know?
Yeah. Right. So the next scene I think is actually pretty good, with the stormtroopers. This scene is awesome. I believe they're in maybe a drop ship, and they're on like maybe Camino, because it looks like it's raining, and yeah. So what do you think they're in? What kind of vehicle?
Probably a dropship, like you said, but other than that, I have no idea.
I'm thinking it's the dropship, like the one we saw in The Force Unleashed 2, when you're in the hangar of
Oh,
the
yeah.
Rebels flagship, and you have to defend
Yeah.
yourself from all those stormtroopers that keep filling up the hangar, those hangar doors. So yeah, that's what I think it
Yeah.
is. Maybe just an upgraded version of that. And the helmets, I couldn't tell what design they're using for helmets. It doesn't look like it's the Rebel helmet, but it doesn't look like the regular helmet that we saw. So
Wait, what Rebel helmet?
no, the Stormtrooper helmet.
You said Rebel helmet.
I did. Well, I meant
It's
Stormtrooper.
a new Stormtrooper helmet design. You don't know about that?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I've only known the Rebel one and the
Star Wars Rebels.
yeah, Star Wars Rebels and the regular one.
I'll send you a picture of it later. It's actually a pretty cool helmet design.
Alright. So yeah, I guess there's a new helmet design. So that shows that there's been advance in technology. And so yeah, then we move on to the speeder scene with this really weird speeder that this person is driving. It looks like a cardboard box. And I'm guessing this is another new character. And I guess she's a new rebel. So, what do you think?
I agree. It's got to be a new character, but I think it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah, this speeder bothers me. I don't know. It's just annoying. Alright, then we move on to the X-Wing scene, which I think is my favorite scene out of the whole trailer. It's awesome. And it looks like they've upgraded the helmets, like they did for the Stormtroopers, to be a new look. And I think they did something to the X-Wing. I just can't tell what. It just looks...
They did.
It looks
They
a bit bigger.
They changed up the wing.
Yeah. I think they actually did pretty good on this scene. Awesome. With all the mist from the lake. That is just awesome.
What planet do you think it's on?
I believe it might be Maybe Naboo.
I think it's Alderaan or
Alderaan was
Kashyyyk.
blown up.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, you forgot about that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I forget?
I don't know. That's
I
like,
think it's Kashyyyk or Yavin 4.
mm, maybe not Yavin 4.
Maybe. Could be.
Or maybe it's a planet we haven't even seen yet.
That's true. Why are we even speculating? It could be something we've never seen.
Yeah. It it doesn't. It kind of looks like Naboo with that kind of Earth-like jungle.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
agree.
All right, then we move on to another scene, and it's with the Dark Jedi, or that's what I'm assuming he is, and he's walking around in a forest.
He's a Sith.
Sith. Well, yeah.
Dark
Dark-
Jedi Sith, same thing.
Actually, not. Oh, I don't want to go into detail on what the difference is, but anyway, so he's holding this lightsaber, and I'm hoping that the red things that coming out from the side of the blade, that those are just like exhausts, because otherwise, I don't know. Something with having a lightsaber blade like that, you could cut your hand off easily, but in the other hand, it could be used like to guard your hand from lightsaber blades, so that way your hand doesn't get cut off from other lightsaber blades. What are your thoughts on that
Because
lightsaber?
that totally didn't happen to Luke.
Yeah,
Man, I think Luke should have had that.
yeah, that would have been nice for Luke.
My thoughts on this guy, I think he's pretty cool.
I think he might be kind of like there was like an Inquisitor, or not an Inquisitor, like a Sith apprentice that the Emperor was secretly training, and he could be like escaped from a prison and he's just wandering a forest, and I don't know. That's something that just popped into my head. Anything else to say?
That could be true.
What was that?
That could be true.
Yeah, because if you know the story, there were a bunch of, I don't want to call them Inquisitors because they were actually Sith apprentices to the Emperor. They were just lower class. I don't want to get confused with the Inquisitor for rebels. That's not what I'm talking about. Anyway, so then the Millennium Falcon scene. This scene was filmed extremely well. And they've changed the Millennium Falcon a lot. With the antenna. What were you saying about the antenna?
If you remember in episode 6, when Lando was flying the Falcon, he scraped the antenna against the Death Star, and it fell off. So there's a new antenna, and it's a square instead of a circle.
Yeah, I believe it's a dark grayish color, if I was looking at it right. Or that could be just a shadow of it. But they also look like they've expanded the Millennium Falcon, added a lot more details to it. It just looks a lot bigger and more detailed than what I remember from the movies. What do you think on that?
I kind of agree with that. Kind of.
And it looks like it got a new paint job too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that could be just better CGI. Yeah.
Now, do you think Han is in the Millennium Falcon? Or do you think else?
I'm not sure. I think Han Solo is, because the way he's flying those turns are extremely hard. I play the Star Wars X-Wing game, so that just gives us a little insight on how difficult each ship is to maneuver, and it would take a high pilot skill to be able to do that. So anyway, and there's one thing I want to add before we go, is I didn't see any Yizan Vong. How am I saying that right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a hard name to pronounce. They were a big part of the EU, and I didn't see any of them in the trailer, so I feel like that they're gonna leave those guys out, and I don't know. I'm just gonna be really upset because when I heard that this movie was coming out, I was really hoping that they were going to see Yizong Vong on screen. That would have been just so cool.
That would have.
Yeah. But now I don't think we're gonna get that chance because I believe they announced that Chewbacca is not going to die, and so that brings up the point of the Zhangbong
Yeah.
not coming.
I'm kind of glad that Chewbacca didn't die, but
Yeah.
that doesn't go with the storyline.
Yes, that's the only part that I'm happy that they did not change because who wants to see a Wookiee die? That's Chewbacca, who's just like
No, man, that's
it's like a teddy.
depressing.
It's like your teddy bear dying. I mean, that's an odd way to put it, but anyway,
Dude, Chewbacca's my teddy bear.
yeah. All right, this brings it to the end. Link to the if I can, I gotta figure out how to do links. I believe I know how. A link to
Just
the
copy and paste.
yeah, I should have. I do know how. Link to the trailer and Daralproductionstudios will be in the description. So yeah, this is Kevin on Productions signing off.